a lot of people out there will emphasize the importance of discipline in your life and doing things that you might not always want to do. And then you'll see others saying, ignore those people and just do what you love. And if there's something that makes you unhappy or that's too difficult for you, you should avoid it because you should only do things that you want to do. Now, these are two very different perspectives on how to live your life, but they're answering the question in the wrong way or an incomplete way. The way I look at it is, instead of saying what you want to do, think of it as who you want to become. Because when you take that mindset shift of what actions do I want to do to what type of person do I want to become, and you can paint that picture of who do I want to look like and what type of person do I want to be in 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years when I'm in my grave, or before my deathbed, I guess, not my grave. But who do I want to be or become by that timeline? And once you kind of have that in your head of the type of person you would become, you can trace that back to the experiences and accomplishments that person achieves. Now, when you have that in your head and you know, okay, this is the type of person I want to become, taking actions towards that goal will give you another sense of perspective on how that goal might benefit you or how that action might benefit you. For me, for example, I dropped out of school because the type of person I want to become, whether or not that he had or didn't have a degree, he didn't want to waste, at least in my perspective, waste his time in a place where you lose time, you don't really gain much intelligence on a level that's actually implementable, and it's more so kind of mainstream education that teaches you you definitely learn, but doesn't teach you in a way that the real world teaches you. And I think a lot of people begin to realize that after getting jobs and coming out of college. And I don't want to become that person that went through that route and regrets it, versus being able to dive into entrepreneurship myself and experience and learn through actually doing and being able to build something real through that. Now, again, when you think to yourself, where does discipline fall into play here? Is it something where I should be doing things that I don't want to do because that's what discipline is? No. It's a tool and a skill that it can implement to help you stay on track to becoming the person you want to be. And you should always be the best version of yourself. Now, that can be many different things and look like very differently, and if you look at them through different lenses, because you're a human who has their whole life in front of them, ahead of them, and can make decisions that will affect that life and what that life will look like. So you have an infinite amount of options of who you can become. And it's up to you to decide which route you're going to take and which person you'll actually turn into. Now, it is very hard to kind of think about those options. So what I would suggest doing is just, if you're very confused and don't know what to go, is just in your head, play out a life in which you follow a certain path and see and really try to understand that person and see if that's someone who you want to be. And if it's not, maybe it's time to make a change or to double down on something else. Or maybe it is who you want to be, and knowing that you're on the right path kind of gives you more of a confidence and fulfillment in what you're doing right now, which will in turn, if it's something you don't necessarily like that much, even if you don't like it, it brings fulfillment towards you and it allows you to feel accomplished in a way where you know you're on track and you know you're on the right path. Because life's not about winning and getting everything correct the first time. It's about experiencing this journey and enjoying the journey you're on, even though there's a lot of times in that journey there's going to be obstacles in your way, there's going to be pain, there's going to be suffering. But knowing that suffering and that pain is going to lead you to who you want to be, that I think is where discipline comes in hand and allows you to see the future of who you're going to become and do things that might not be so fun sometimes, but will bring you joy by the end of it. And even trying to take that mindset and enjoying the struggle during it. That's something very hard that I've been trying to do. And Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But it's something. I mean, life's a long journey, and just get better every day. And eventually, you will become someone that you are, and hopefully, it's who you want to become, and you have very little or no regrets. That's about all I got for you guys today. See you next time. Peace.